Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply for the Etdp Seta Bursary application for the academic year 2024. So let's get into it. Firstly, let's open up our browser and then we can open up a new tab, and in the URL bar, we can just search Etdp Bursary application. We can click on enter. And then on the search page, we can get the first hyperlink or link where it reads 2024 Unemployed Students Bursary Application. So this particular link is housed by the Etdp Seta website. So we can click on it. And on the website page, we can see the following information: 2024 Unemployed Students Bursary Application. And we can go further down. The Etdp Seta window period for the application of 2024 Unemployed Student Bursary is now open and will close on 16 February 2024. The Unemployed Students Bursary is open to students who have been accepted to study at an accredited institution of higher learning or post-school learning. For more information on how to apply for the bursary, please click on the link below. This link below is a PDF document which you can edit, and you can type and insert all the information on the document without having to print. So once you click on it, I would then obviously advise you to complete the application on the PDF itself, and you don't need to go print it at all, which obviously will save you some money and cost in terms of printing and traveling if you have to go to a library or to a internet cafe. So let's click on it. While it's loading, I prefer to open up the document in Adobe Acrobat on my computer. So you can just click on this icon here where it says download this file, and then you can proceed. So I already have downloaded the document, so I can just open it up. Okay, so while I have mine open, we can obviously navigate down and we can read the following information about the bursary. The Etdp Seta invites qualifying unemployed students to apply for bursaries for the 2024 academic year to pursue their studies at institutions of higher learning. Who should apply? This bursary opportunity is open to South African citizens only. Students who have completed their National Senior Certificate grade 12 and intending to pursue their studies at institutions of higher learning during the 2024 academic year. Currently accepted or registered students at institutions of higher learning who require funding for the 2024 academic year. Then what qualifications does the Etdp Seta Bursary fund? The Etdp Seta Bursary caters for all full qualifications at universities, public and accredited private institutions, universities of technology, public and private technical and vocational education and training, which is short for TVET colleges in South Africa. What is the value of the Etdp Seta Bursary? The Etdp Seta Bursary value or allocation is by qualification. Fees will be paid directly to the institution where the student has been registered. The allocation amount caters for the following, which will be for tuition and accommodation. Then you obviously can read further on where it says for students residing at university and college-owned accommodation, meal allowances is included as part of the accommodation fees, and for students residing at university, college, accredited private accommodation, meal allowances will be paid directly to the students. And then obviously learning material, which includes books, stationery, and laptop. Over to page 2. Which qualifications are funded by the Etdp Seta? For degrees, obviously, which will be NGREF level 7, it will be BA, Bachelor's of Science, BCom, Public Admin, ICT, Business Management, Occupational Therapy. Then professional degrees, which is honors basically, which is NGREF level 8, which means it can be for Bachelor's of Education, Bachelor's of Education for honors, and honors for these particular programs such as BA, Bachelor's of Science, BCom, Public Admin, ICT, Business Management, Occupational Therapy honors. Then postgraduate certificate, which is level 6, which obviously is PGCE. Then diploma, which is also level 6, which is any field of study. Advanced diploma, which is level 7, which is also any field of study, as well as higher certificate, which is level 5, any field of study. Then we can go down. How to apply? Applicants are requested to complete the form on page 3 of this document and to attach the below listed documents with the application. Letter of acceptance and or registration from institution or proof of registration. Certified copy of proof of ID not older than 6 months. If registered with an institution, statement of result and proof of registration for both current and new students. One-page letter of motivation indicating why the Etdp Seta should award you a bursary, and then your matric result or highest qualification. Then additional requirements: applicants must be South African citizens. Applicants to ensure that all required documents as listed above are included in the application. Incomplete or incorrect documentation will lead to your application being disqualified. And just a disclaimer or a note: only successful applicants will be notified of the outcome of the application within 7 working days after the closing date. Applicants must submit applications by province based on the location of the institution that issued the letter of acceptance or registration. Applicants may not submit more than 1 application and may not have any or another bursary linked to his or her name. And once again, closing date for applications is the 16th February 2024. So if we take account for the 7 working days, so if we look at it today, so it closes on the 16th. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So on the 27th of February would be the 7th working day. So feedback can be rendered if you are successful from the 28th to 29th onwards. So let's start with the application. So section A says the personal details of applicant. And as you can see, you can obviously edit the document. You can just put in all your information. So what they would want for section A would be your surname, your first name, your date of birth, place of birth would either be the city or the province where you were born, your ID number, then your SA citizenship, you can say yes. Your gender, you include either male or female. Let's go with male for now. Race, Indian. And do you have a disability? No, I don't have a disability. If you did have a disability, you would say yes, and then you will type in the actual disability in the section. But for now, it will be no. And then residential address with postal code, wherever you live. And if your postal code is the same as residential code, it will be the same information in these 2 rows. Then contact telephone numbers, including dialing code. So you can either say home number. If you don't have a home number, you leave it empty, and then your dialing code will be plus 27, and then you put in your actual number in. Okay. Then your parents' number is the same. So you say plus 27, and then you put in the actual number, and then the email address that the Etdp Seta is going to contact you on, and it will be the same email address you're going to use when you are sending your application document. Then, have you ever been found guilty of a criminal offense? Will be no. Then you go down to section B where it says high school attended. Name of school, you're going to put in the name of school as well as the school's address. You put in this row, the province of the school, and then you need to tick currently in grade 12, or you completed grade 12. So you say completed grade 12, years attended, you might say 2019 to 2023. And then you would list all your subjects in this particular row here, and then you put in the percentage. I'm not familiar in terms of schools who are still doing higher grade and standard grade, so I wouldn't just put in the actual percentage in this particular column. And with, like, an example like this, English, and I would say 80%. Okay. Then once again, please attach proof of latest result, which is very important. Obviously, the information you put on this PDF must reflect the same on your matric certificate. Section C reads post-matric qualification. As you can see, full name of highest qualification was now going to be your BCom Finance. Name of qualification would be the degree. You're going to put the X. Status, I'm presently studying, so you'll be that. X as well. If presently studying, which year of study? I'm going to say first year. You put in your student number, you put in the name of your institution and the address of the institution. Okay. And then if you're currently studying now as first year or second year, you put all your main subjects in, and then your auxiliary subjects is obviously seen as electives as well, and you put in your subjects in as well. If you have not received any marks, then you don't include any percentages. Okay. Once more, attach proof of latest academic result or academic transcripts. Then moving on to section D, which is intended study for the new academic year. Say full qualification. We're going to just say again, BCom, and then field of study is going to be BCom finance. And then are you receiving any other bursary or loan? You're going to say no. And then you're going to go to section E, which is next of kin details. So their surname, first name, ID number, the relationship, your sister, sibling, mother, father, aunt, uncle, their address, as well as a postal address with a postal code, and obviously then their contact number. So I would prefer just putting a seller number in, and then their email address that they obviously are using, or put your email address if they don't have one. Then section F is declaration. So I hereby declare all information provided in this application form is complete and correct. I hereby acknowledge that any information provided in this application form is found to be incomplete or incorrect. My application will be disqualified. So in this particular section, in section 3 here, you can just put your signature. So you can click on this section near the bottom, and then you can add a signature or your initials, and you can just put it next to the actual box. The reason why I can't put it in the box, it disappears. So if I move it, you can see it disappears. So I prefer just putting it next to it, and then you put in the date, 16 Feb 2024. And then it says last sentence, kindly submit by province as per your letter of acceptance of proof of registration. So if you are on a Western Cape, you will send it to this particular email. If you're on Gauteng, that particular email. If you're on Limpopo, be this particular email. So that is how you complete the application for the Etdp Seta Bursary applications. When you are sending your documents to the relevant email address based on your province, do not forget your supporting documents as well as your motivational letter. So I have drafted a template that you can use. And on this particular template, it breaks down exactly what you can state and just a structure regarding your motivational letter. So we'll put the date on the right-hand corner, the bursary name and organization, Etdp Seta, the telephone number, and then the email address you're going to send your documents to. Then your motivation letter for bursary application will be the subject, and then you start your motivation letter as follows. Dear ma'am, dear sir, paragraph 1, introduce yourself and what you currently are going to study, max 2 sentences. Paragraph 2, explain why you need the bursary and how will the bursary assist you, max 3 or 4 sentences. Paragraph 3, explain what you will achieve after studying, what your ambitions are and how you can positively impact your community, max 2 or 3 sentences. And paragraph 4, thank Etdp for their time in reading your letter and their consideration. And then obviously yours sincerely, your name, surname, and obviously your signature at the end. You can obviously save this as a PDF and use Adobe Acrobat to create your own signature and obviously plug it in this particular section. I'm confident that this particular video was insightful and informative, and that the application was straightforward. Please like, subscribe, and give me other comments and recommendations in terms of other bursaries and career fields I can research on and do tutorials. But from my side, I wish you all of the best with your application.